Good morning. How we doing? We got Trench Crusade. Hello, Fatal Welcome in. How you doing? We've also got Ravenlord, Mad Side, Tony, Squeezel, Wolfsark. Hello, Ravenlord, Biscuit. Hello. How we all doing today? We are going to start my Heretic Legion. I'm very excited. I pulled out this big boy to start with. This is a Sin Eater, and unfortunately, because of the black primer, he's a little hard to see. So if you guys are not familiar with this mini, it's this guy. Doesn't he look fun? Just covered in blood. So that's who I think we're going to start with today. I've also got... I wanted to kind of... I don't quite have the color scheme how I want to do the Artillery Witch yet, but I have her. I've got some of our bigger boys. I've got this guy here, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to like learn their names as we go. But yeah, I've got a bunch of the more like character type dudes, and then I need to print the rest of my infantry. But we're just gonna dive on in. That's what I got. What are you guys up to today? It is the superb owl day. Auto Fire Sly, hello, how we doing? Artillery Witch, yes, I'm very excited. Guy with a smile, hello, how we doing? So I think we're gonna start here. It's gonna be a lot of metallics just to get started. I do want to... Most of my stuff is very clean. I don't do a lot of like weathering or things like that. I want to do a little bit more for this guy. I probably won't be as much as like a lot of the other people painting Trench Crusade, but I do want to try and flex a little bit and do a little bit more of the resting and stuff. So that's the plan. But let me get some of our silver on and we'll get started. What are you guys up to today? What does Sin taste like? You'll have to ask him. I pulled up the wiki because just to like learn a little bit more. We can read through that together too, because there's all the lore that I haven't read yet. Honestly, I was not interested in Trench Crusade until you showed off some of the models. I love the like religious horror vibe. I don't know. I can't get enough of it. Fato says, I shoveled snow, spread salt, exhausted, ordered a sub sandwich. Enjoy that sandwich. Okay, so you got some of the winter storm, it sounds like. Yeah, this mouse is working on the third pointer, brother, for my Batman. Oh, TAS board game. Nice. Those minis are so fun. Every time you post them, I'm like, yes, 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 yes. All right. Do you guys wanna learn about the Sin Eaters? This is just straight up from like the Trench Crusade wiki. Okay, so let me hit you with some lore here for this guy. The lore for this game is bonkers. Yeah. Okay, so Sin Eaters are horrific creatures. Once they were mortal men and women, perhaps starving wretches, insatiable gourmands, or priests obsessed with devouring the sins and eventually the bodies of their congregations. Their overwhelming greed and hunger for human flesh tainted with sin, combined with the corrupting influence of the Hellgate, has turned them into a form that matches their inner foulness. They're swollen into monstrous proportions or always at a point of nearly bursting. However, forever ravenous for more flesh and human sins to devour. The Sin Eater is one of the very few creatures that Beelzebub approves of outside of his own followers due to its insatiable gluttony. So that's what we're painting today. Pretty gross, huh? Pretty gross. So I talked a little about Trench Crusade yesterday. I need to go back and read the lore primer. I need to just start reading everything. Rules, the lore stuff. I haven't done a lot of that just because I haven't been doing as much mini stuff. It's been more magic and video games. I think he's just pretty much all metal, so I'm just going to go on in here. What are you guys up to today? Anyone else doing some hobby? Autofire's working some Reaper minis. Relax as a break from Devil May Cry. Sin tastes like a port wine sweet. Starving wretch equals me. Swollen and hungry, me also. Slices, I'm waiting for base paint to dry on 10 Acolyte Globadiers. I'm going to start building the Soulblight Gravelord Spearhead. Let's go. Let's go. So not good, guys? I guess depends. Depends what you consider good, I suppose. I mean, if you're eating sin, I could see the argument. I don't know. I think we're running into the Warhams thing. Are there good guys? I think very similar. How fun is for the King 2? I really enjoyed it. We haven't played since just because we've been busy, but it was really fun. I think the co-op worked pretty well. Having like the different little decisions and things to make together. I really enjoyed the combat together. I really enjoyed For the King 2. If you guys missed it, Slam and I played For the King 2, and it's up on YouTube now. So if you need a cozy day of co-op shenanigans, I'm going to throw that in the chat. Whoa, sorry. I didn't mean to hit twice. Someone has to eat the sin bar, just goes bad. That's right. You don't want to waste your sin. Otherwise, what's the point? Me, welcome in. How are you? Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Heavy breathing. We are starting our Sin Eater. We're gonna do... I decided to go just regular metallics rather than non-metallic it up because I think it's gonna look really nice with all the weathering and stuff. Obviously, either way would look good, but I decided to go this route. I wanted some shiny. Is anyone playing any games? I did hop on the Monster Hunter beta for just a little bit. Honestly, I'm just ready for the game. I don't need a beta. just give game. But they were doing some like bonuses if you played the beta, so I hopped on. I was trying out Hunting Horn, but I don't think I was in the... I don't think I was paying enough attention to really pick it up. So I want to try and get Hunting Horn figured out. Sad about work, otherwise I guess I'm doing okay. I hope you get to relax today. Will you add sin gravy spill out of his mouth? Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll have just dripping down the front of him. For sure. Everyone says Super Bowl watching today. Then I plan on putting the base coats on the Termy Librarian this week. Took Friday off because it's the long weekend here. Monday is family day. That sounds nice. I don't know if I'll watch Super Bowl. I guess I'll just see where I'm at. I feel like even the commercials haven't been good the last couple times. And I don't really care about football. Like, it's fine. I don't mind football, but I don't follow it or anything. I don't know if I'll watch it. I've been playing Kingdom Come 2. Alright game. I like the open world stuff. The main story can be a bit too much. I guess how much like the first one is it? Seemed it was more of that. To be fair, whoops. It's a very you can walk away from because you always have to pay for your sins. A Sin Eater will never go hungry again. Wow, that's deep. Yeah. Is there the Super Bowl today? No plans to watch it because NFL, but they need a new president. Yeah, he'll be there too. Yeah. I know a lot of people will be not watching. I'll be honest, I've been watching so much One Piece that I will probably be watching One Piece and forget about it. If I'm completely honest. Bandit, so welcome in. How are you? I will probably be watching One Piece and completely forget about it, if I'm honest. I have watched a concerning amount of One Piece this week. There's just something about a show fighting the world government that's really resonating with me right now. And yeah, that's kind of my update for this week, because that's all I've been doing. I've been working on some commissions and watching just a shitload of One Piece. How far? I am wrapping up the Marineford arc. So, like, episode 500-ish? Who doesn't love pirates? All of the characters are so fun, and I love all of them so much. And my family watch it just as an excuse to have some people. Yeah, I think a lot of our friends do that. We don't get many of the commercials because we don't have the American feed. I know you had mentioned that the other day, and it's still, that was like wild to think about because a lot of people will only watch it for the commercials. I think now with like commercial wise, there's like a couple good ones that like really hit, and then the rest are, I don't know, kind of the same thing you always get. It's interesting. I did finish Thriller Bark. The end made up for me. I like the end of Thriller Bark. I've just been cruising, yeah. T-Dubs, thank you so much for that sub for 68 months of support. How are you today? Welcome in. We're working on some Trench Crusade, trying to make this guy really shiny at the moment. So that we can dirty him back up. How are you? Yeah. Thriller Bark, I think as a... As a lady anime fan, there were parts of Thriller Bark I was not a fan of, but the end made it worth it. And then I basically just cruised through Empel Down and Marineford. No, yes, Zoro's so hot. Nothing happened. Watching actors on YouTube go from the live action One Piece to the anime is so cool. I haven't watched the live one yet. Yeah, so One Piece, I started it a while back. And, like, I would be really good, and I'd watch a bunch, and then I would need, like, a break. And I would put it down for a little bit, and then I'd come back, and then I'd do another chunk. And I'd put it down, do another chunk. And now I'm finally, like, in a good groove to, like, just keep going. Keep catching up here. That's what I've heard, is that the live action's pretty fun. That Oda was pretty involved, and it was actually pretty good. I may watch it later, but in general, I don't like live action stuff, so the fact that it's better means I might give it a try, but in general, I really hate live action stuff. I don't get the point. Definitely one of the better adaptations. That's good. I don't get it. They're not for me. And they're usually bad. They usually don't capture the right feel. They make too many changes. Sitting in, welcome in. How are you? What scarred you? Ugh. Just any of them. I'm trying to think like one specifically. Just any of them. I don't understand why you have to mess with something that's perfect, Like, trying to put my thoughts to words here, sorry. I think sometimes animation still gets a bad rap, and I only say that because, like, my mom will say that. It's like, oh, you're watching those cartoons. So it kind of feels like you're taking away from that, where it's like, this is the real version of it. Like, I don't like that at all. It's like, oh, well, now it's with real people, so it's more real. It's like, I don't like that at all. There's a bit of that to it, and then, yeah, the fact that they change things, and some things just can't be translated, Some things just don't work well outside of the medium it's already in. I'll say the live action One Piece had the vibe of the anime, so I think that's the important part, and a lot of times it loses the soul of what it actually is. That's why I get nervous about it. But yeah, when they're that involved, then obviously harder to go off script, so to say. Tunes watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit on YouTube the other day. But yeah, there's a little bit of that, and then just, yeah, keeping the soul of it. I don't know. I think overall, maybe not anime adaptations, but like in general adaptations. I mean, The Witcher, they straight up killed The Witcher for me. Game of Thrones, like, extending past anime, there's a lot of things where it's like, why have you done this? Why have you done this? It's just kind of an overarching, I'm not interested anymore theme, I guess. Paranoia, they are. How are you? Welcome in. We are just getting started. I'm getting base coats on this boy. What you up to today? We are going to take the whole week to paint Trench Crusade. I'm pretty excited. I mean, unless we just blow through these guys faster than I think. We're going to take the week here to paint them up. Scott wants to play. We have another friend here locally who wants to play. So we need them painted. Anyone else doing some painting today? What do we got, chat? Other than this, let me show you what else I've been working on. I did finish up, I got little Goku's face fixed. So I finished up little Goku and Shenron, little chibi style, which was fun. I got the axe and some more black lining. So now the little space wolf is done. And then the last thing we started was the blushing owl armor from Kingdom Death to go with the blushing owl. So I want to get this finished up this week. And then last week we ended up doing a lot of prep for projects, so we're going to start some new stuff here soon. I've got some Imperial Knights we're going to be getting to very soon. But yeah, that's what we've had here lately. Do you order these physical? These are 3D printed, yeah. So we did the Kickstarter. We each got a warband and kind of the extras. But he is 3D printed. Did you do 3D print, or are you getting the physical? Painting the couch by sitting in it. Love it. We love a whip. T-Dubs is watching Jurassic Park, being lazy today. That sounds perfect, though. That sounds perfect. Edgard, welcome in. How are you? Are these commissions? Some of the things I showed you are. Today is not. Today is my my personal stuff. So that Funko Pop's a commission, and the others are actually mine. That's a surprising amount of my stuff on the table. Funko Pop will go home, though. The Superb Owl. That's right. Bring out the owl for Owl Day. I got the physicals. Iron Sultanate was the other one I was looking at. Mostly because that giant bowl was so sick. But, like, the troops also looked really good. It took me far too long to, like, decide. I'm really glad the rest of them are available to, like, pick up now. Because that decision was way too hard. I guess, chat, those who are doing Trench Crusade, which armies are we picking up? I'm gonna start with Heretic Legion. Probably gonna end up with Sultanate as well, if we enjoy the game and enjoy painting them. Just because they're too cool. Alive Madness, thank you so much for that sub for 59 months. Thank you. How are you today? Trench Crusade, oh, makes you think of Krieg. The timing too, right, with that box coming out. It's all kind of all in there together. What you up to? How's your weekend? Iron Sultanate's what I got. Warband wise, pumping up. Ooh, the Artillery Witch. Heck yes. I'm excited to see yours. I was trying to decide how I want to do mine. I'm excited to see yours. I have seen so many just beautiful Trench Crusade models that it makes it really hard to decide how I want to do mine. I'm excited to see yours. Trench Crusade fully out now. It is, yep. So I think the physical stuff is shipping, but if you have a 3D printer, it's all up on my mini factory. Biscuits New Antioch. Tell me about this Trench Crusade. So this is the Kickstarter. We did the 3D print, so this guy is 3D printed, but it is a skirmish game with kind of a religious horror vibe. I'll be honest, I need to do a lot more reading. I'm not so good on the lore side of things. So I'm going to start doing some of that. But excited to hop in. It's a very grim dark setting, like actually grim dark. Which I'm here for. And it's got all these cool minis. Heretic Legion, I have the official New Antioch, plus the Red Brigade Antioch coming soon. It's cool that they've the Kickstarter, and then I guess there was that news that, like, Creature Caster and Trench Crusade have something here at Adepticon. I'm excited to see what that is. I'm hoping for Big Beastie, but I guess we'll see. And a Basic Boy. They got some cool stuff. Full show. I guess the hammer would also all be silver, huh? Let the paint scheme come to you in a dream. That might be the way to go. Might be the way to go. Slam, hello. I cast subscription in attack mode and end my monthly turn. Welcome in. How are you? What you up to today? Flying in on your slam jet. Did you get the Minotaur with the hand cannon? Not yet. Not yet. But there's some cool stuff, isn't there, Live Madness? Some cool stuff. The lore primer is up on their site, and the IG and Facebook have some extra lore bits to find. There you go, chat, if you want to dive in. I know there's a fair amount just on the website, which I need to start, and then, yeah, they share different things, too. They finally come out as a force. I'll probably get the free state. Oh, of Prussia. Just back from the shops, about to eat and see what we're up to. Enjoy. Enjoy. Welcome back from shops. We're just putting a lot of silver in this guy right now, and then we're gonna dirty him up. I think he had some kind of accents of like a coppery color too. Or is that that's just rust? Never mind. Boy, it's just completely rusted out. Okay. I thought maybe on the armor we had a little bit. Nope, just rust. Had to get the Brazen Bolt. That was the one I kept deciding. But for me, the Werewolf won out in the end. The Werewolf was one of the first like bits of art that I had seen on socials where I'm like, what is this game? What am I seeing here? Man, the bull's so cool though. I feel like that's the hard part, is every faction has that mini where it's like, what is that? I need it. The bull and the werewolf are those for me. I know a lot of people, a lot of love for the artillery witch, which is a very cool piece as well. But those big boys will get me every time. New Antioch and Trench Pilgrims are the good guys. I don't know about that. Looking good already? Thank you, Slam. I was telling chat I'm going to try and do a little bit more grime than I normally do. I usually keep my paint jobs, I don't know, my style tends to be a bit, like, very clean. I don't do a lot of weathering. We're going to try and do a little bit more for these. It won't be as cool or as much as other people do, but I'm gonna try a little bit. See if we can flex that a little bit. Werewolf is sick. Communicate with a huge bolt-action anti-tank rifle is also peakies. Yes. Oh, I like that you paint him silver. Reminds me of Bazooka from Berserk. Yes. He does have a very Berserk vibe. For sure. For sure. I mean, I feel like the whole thing is a very Berserk vibe. If you're a fan of Berserk, Dark Souls, that kind of world, you will probably like what Trench Crusade's got going on. I saw the horrible monsters and assumed they were bad. My brain works like that. It's a holdover from Warhammer. No mutants, heretics, or aliens. Really, everyone is bad in a way, but New Antioch and Trench Pilgrims also have monstrous things they create. Thank you for the lore help, Hoodguard. I appreciate it. I'm excited to dive into more of it. I know that Hoodguard has done some videos and things, chat. If you want to check those out, go give our friend Hoodguard a follow. Go check all that out. I also need to go add it to my homework. Add to homework. Come with me to the grocery store. Let's go. Chat, everyone in. Field trip. Field trip time. Get ready with me to buy food. I'll probably paint my new Antioch first because I want to wait and see if the Heretic Sea Raiders get any models. Once they release the art of that Sea Raider, I want to make an army of them. Oh man, I need to go back and look. You guys are mentioning things that either I haven't seen or I didn't realize were like part of it. Okay, I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. Just start making him absolutely gross. I feel like just a nice heavy wash to get us started. And then maybe we do some kind of stippling, some highlights. That's really loud, I'm sorry. I'm trying to use up, I love this Pro Acryl wash, and I've got more on the way, so I don't mind using it today. But the little agitator in it is very loud. Like 40 videos on the world in units. Feel free to binge. There we go. Homework sorted. Sorted. Fat Rat, welcome in. How are you? Let's see. Fatal says, food is here. I might have to help shovel. Uh-oh, my neighbor's place. You're getting roped into more shoveling. Hope shoveling goes okay. Yeah, we're just going to do Normally I'm worried about the wash being a little heavy. I think we just slather this on today. Gonna let it do a lot of the work for us. Hang with Nikki on chores and errands just makes sense. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out while you're doing chores and things. The little army painter war paints. Oh, also come with the agitator. It is nice that more of them have started to include it. It does make a difference. I'm trying to swap to more monument. I finally paid the money for the metallics set from Monument, so that's on my way too. Want to try their silvers with the night projects we've got coming up. The Naval Raiders are sick. They work with a variant of artillery, which is called Sea Hags. Love this. Yes, all of it, more. Known as the 30-Man Slayer, also known as the Bear Slaughterer. Man. I'm trying to think the last time I read Berserk. It's been a while now. Made me a little sad. I need to get back to reading manga. I was reading Dandadan, and then I was just watching the anime with Scott, because basically the season wrapped up kind of where I kind of took a break on reading it. I need to get back to it. Is anyone reading anything good? Doesn't have to be manga. I finished up Babel, which was very good. Enjoyed the heck out of Babel. Now I'm reading Piranesi, which is an interesting little book. I don't know how I feel about it just yet. That makes sense. I like the steam engine vibe of the Walking Shrine. Anti-Ignite with the machine gun is sweet too. Yeah, there's some cool stuff. I think Scott got the big shrine. I think that's part of what he got. Trying to remember exactly. My Whittles just need to survive 16 turns today and then they can retire. Uh-oh, you're gonna get the, they were 5 plays away from retirement and they're all gonna explode. Babel's on my backlog. I'm still reading Dune, going so slowly. It's a really good book, so much better than the movie. You're just reading, the first one, or the... So I think the first trilogy is what I've seen people recommend. Vegeta, thank you so much for that sub, for 30 months of support. Thank you, thank you. How are you today? We are working on Trench Crusade. What you got going on? I'm just putting a real heavy wash on this boy. Biscuits is not reading, but recently discovered and have been obsessed with Epic, the musical. Tell me more. Tell me about this. I'm not familiar with this. The first book's all I'm interested in. Gotcha. Yeah, I think the trilogy is what I usually see recommended, and then kind of hit or miss if people recommend some more of it. So I think the later ones I've seen people say, maybe not so much. My opponent gets over 500,000 of gold of PYS money. How does that work? I know there's as far as Blood Bowl, you've got the, I don't want to say campaign, your season, I guess. It's the Odyssey. Oh, but a musical. Gotcha. What's this guy called? This is a sin eater. He eats people's sins. I read the little thing from the wiki earlier in there. I can read it again if we've got more friends joining us. They're pretty metal. That's my TLDR. They're pretty metal. But yeah, sin eater. He goes, nom, nom, nom. There's a group of artists have been making animatics for it. I can share that. Yeah, share it up. That sounds neat. There's actually another book from R.F. Kuang coming out later this year. It's Catabasis. And I guess all of the book reviewers are mentioning to read Dante's Inferno, which I've never actually read. So I think I've got that up next to read. One of those classics that I just never... I didn't have to read it for school. I never, sought it out on my own. And it's time. It's time I should read that. There's a pattern about imperial bureaucracy in First Dawn of Fire book I love so much. I want more of it. It's just classic grimdark to me. Wait, literal city made of old paperwork? Okay. That's gotta sit for a little bit. Let's take a look at it. We can start as Cloak. Get just the more of our matte black. We've got also a poor dude here on the back, just attached. Little backpack back there. So that's fun. My team is more expensive and better because we're elves. He gets the difference in our points difference as money to spend on buffs or heroes. Oh, okay, so that's the, how they kind of even things out then. That's kind of cool. All good, Barrett. I got the gist of it. Thank you. I do like when games have a balance mechanic like that. Like, you get some extra points or you get something else just because sometimes it's hard to get lists that are exactly the same. And the people fighting over it. Love you so much. The entire book about bureaucracy, please. I feel like with all the like different types of books they're doing, like they had the horror and the crime. I think there's definitely a spot for things like that. If the authors are interested. I think there's definitely room for stuff like that. Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and do, it's got like chainmail at his waist also, and we can start, I was gonna say we could start the bone color, but really they're gonna be covered in blood, so we can at least get the base coat for the blood. We can work on the skulls. Wasted Mind, hello, how are you? Thank you for the bits. That emote makes me laugh every time. Wasted Mind, I found like a new favorite snack. These things, I could not stop last night. I think I ate 3 just back to back. From the Wasted Mind, and I've been doing the Sakurako boxes, and I could not stop eating these last night. They're so good. So I need to find more of those later. Oh, they were so good. Is this a demon army for this game? Wasted Mind, I hate to tell you this. They're all kind of demon-y looking for this game. And we're gonna paint it all week. Welcome in. How are you? Let's see. Barrett says, the team are purposely not balanced. Then they have a stage at the start of balancing via money. Or, hoping God to hand you a knife. No, really. Let's see. 10,000 years of missives and requests and orders piles up. People get rewarded if they find paperwork that may have been filed incorrectly, no matter how long ago it was filled out. Yeah, there's definitely a spot for things like that. Definitely a spot. Emperor, welcome in. How are you? Demons in our Trench Crusade? More likely than you think. What you up to today? How's your weekend? Thanks everyone for coming to check out Trench Crusade with me today. I really appreciate it. I know it's, sometimes when we hop outside Warhammer, I never know how many people are going to be interested, so thank you for coming to check it out with me today. I appreciate it. We're going to be doing Trench Crusade all week this week. I'm painting Vansar Champions. Let's go. Thanks for coming to paint with me. Okay. I think that's all for now. Gotta figure out what's going on with this poor dude back here. I think that'll be a problem for a bit later. I really want to get, like, the armor. That's my big goal for today. If we can get the armor where I'm really happy with it, that's the goal. I think we do need to start those skulls here while everything dries, though. So let's get that out real quick. In the 41st millennium, there's no Uber. Gig workers treasure hunt for bad paperwork. That's gonna be me. I always want to be here so long as you're streaming. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's been really fun doing my variety stuff, but it does get a little scary sometimes. It does get a little scary. Video game day was fun, though. I enjoyed For the King with Slam. That was a ton of fun. Need to find some more fun stuff to bring on. We're actually really close with our sub goal, where you guys can help me figure out what we bring on next. You guys are interested in a little poll, some video games? Sub goal is close. They also fight over how to reuse the paper, too. Some factions want to recycle it, other factions want to keep it. Oh, so even that's even that is more bureaucracy. I dig that. Oh, Wasted Mind. Thank you so much for those subs. So let's see, Brute, Grey Mail, Cynical Sorceress, Corey, and Magic Lore Art. Enjoy those subs and those emotes from Wasted Mind. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now we're really, really close. Thank you so much, Wasted Mind. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Now we're super duper close. I like the little to the left. I think the other, like, smaller games I have are, I have Behind the Frame, which is kind of Studio Ghibli-ish. There's Cassette Beast, which was kind of like the not Pokemon. And I need to see if there's more things like that. Embra, thank you so much for that gifted sub to Noah JB. So there we go. Okay, well, we got to put a poll together. Thank you so much, Wasted Mind and Emperor, for the support. I really, really appreciate it. I'm going to ask, Wasted Mind, Emperor, are there any games you'd want to see or types of games you'd want to see that I should throw on a poll? Thank you, thank you. I need to find, sorry chat, my Reckhearth Flesh is dead. I need to find another one. Hold on. Paint is dead. Ooh, I think we're in luck. I hope this one's good. The ones you play, I help. Emperor's like, just please don't influence me on anything else. Replay, welcome in. How are you? Oh, okay. Dang it. Okay. I'll find something fun for you guys. I'll find something fun. NetJam, welcome in. How are you? I see what you do with this boy. What's your plan for his color scheme? I actually really like... And he pretty grows. I actually really like the art from this. And I'm trying to push myself to do a little bit more of the weathering and stuff. So I think we're going to kind of stick to it. At least for him. Some of the others I might do a little bit more like OSL and stuff on. But I think we're going to keep him pretty grimy. How are you, NetJam? I have played Baldur's Gate 3. It's very good. I know they've added a lot of stuff. What are you playing as, Mansaith? Okay. You were looking for assistance. Just if there was something like, man, she should really play this. If there's anything like that that you've just thought of. If not, that's totally okay. I'll find stuff. But No, I want you to influence me. The last few have been good. I will do my best to influence you. I feel a little bad. Like, we started for the king, which is fun. And I'm working through, like, a couple things. But really, I'm waiting for Monster Hunter. That's really what I'm working on. Oh, he gore. Yeah. Jugornaut. Huh. I'm still thinking fine a little to the left. I was influenced. It was really nice and chill. I enjoyed it. I went back and I did the other solutions that we didn't do on stream, too. I went back and did those after we wrapped up. Chat provides the opposite of this. Such is our sworn duty. You take it very seriously. I appreciate it. Oh, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. The Leagues of Votann Vampire Survivor game. I'll need to... Because I try to pick things where I'm not spending a lot of money. But I'll see. Was that free? I can't remember now. Hey, Cassiodoris, welcome in. The Super Weird Sunny tomorrow. Yeah, that's where we're starting. How are you? He's fun. He's just covered in blood, so seemed like a good place to start. What you up to today? We're getting base coats and keeping it real tidy so that we can absolutely dirty them up later. That's the plan. Battle plan for today. We start clean and then we dirty them up. Fly Night has been such a silly little game. I've seen some shorts and things about it. It does look silly. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've seen here lately. I feel bad. Like, I'm just waiting for Monster Hunter at this point. I'm just ready to dive in, no life it for like a week. Monster Hunter is exactly what I need right now. I'm alright. Been doing a hobby purge, getting ready to play some Bushido. Let's go. I took some time the other day to get more of the basing done for them. So I'm gonna go through, I think, each one like one more time and then call them good. But I got all of our little cherry blossoms on. They just need like one more pass at little details and stuff, and then I think I'm good. I'm gonna call them good at least. It'll be nice to finally finish those up. What are you playing against today for Bushido? Ah, thank you. I have so much Bushido to paint. I know, I need to dig out the Shiho also and get those finished. But for now, Trench Crusade. I kind of want to, I don't know. Whoa! Kind of want to stay on track with these guys and get them all together before I hobby butterfly my way around. Randall's, oh, the Ronin systems. That sounds cool. Randall's always fun to play. Okay, we still have some of our black drying. Now I've got that drying. I'm a little afraid to do the cloak just because that's where I'm kind of holding on to. Oh, we missed some silver. Let's get that real quick. If we paint the cloak, I'm probably just going to get black paint all over my hand for a while. But it is kind of what we've got. We've got the guy on the back and more skulls, actually. Let's get the skulls. Need to decide how I want to paint the poor dude on the back here. I need to find someone to paint my Shiho. I'm terrified to do it in the scheme I want to do it in. Ooh, what are you thinking? Hey, friend. Hey, friend. What are you thinking? Sisters are super cool. It's a fun list to play against with a fun opponent. That makes all the difference right there. Alright, let's get these little skulls. Has anyone been playing tabletop stuff? Either Warhams, Trench Crusade, Magic. I feel bad. We've been doing Commander Night in the Discord, but I've been so brain dead in the evenings. I've not been up for it lately. I just kind of get to like dinner time and I'm like, all right, I'm done. Day is done. I am done. Maybe this week I'll have some more energy. Ooh, Kurosawa style. That sounds hella fun. I like that. Ooh, played some Battletech. How'd it go? Should have a deck for Commander Night this week. Let's go. Rise, thank you so much for that sub for 23 months of support. How are you? We're working on our Sin Eater. How are you? Trying to get all of his bones base coated. Hey, Medallion. We started the Age of Sigmar. Oh, the role-playing game. It's pretty good, honestly. I've heard good things. Welcome, welcome in. What are you playing as? I think if more of our like D&D group played Warhammer, would give it a shot. Our group is very D&D focused. I tried doing it once and it was okay. It's a lot to learn. Just working in grayscale, yeah, it can be. It's a lot of learning values and having to make your contrast and things through that rather than the colors itself. Ooh, playing an ogre. We're doing the Vampires Took Over a City campaign book. That sounds fun. You'll have to let us know how it goes. But yeah, I've heard good things about the Sigmar one. Has anyone played the newest 40k role-playing? Is it Wrath and Glory? We tried, oh, this was forever ago. We tried the Deathwatch one, and it was a little number crunchy. And our DM was not the best. So we didn't make it super far. We had one of those DMs that thought they weren't doing their job unless, like, everyone was near death the entire time. I just, like, took it as a personal challenge to do that. Which, like, For big fights and stuff, I understand, but like, even the little stuff. Just felt like he was going about it the wrong way. I love campaigns that take place, in one general location. Or yeah, like a limited. Just make that one little spot kind of feel alive. Last time I played a 40k RPG, it was Dark Heresy. A few weeks ago I could just smack down a Vargeist, let's go. That's pretty sick. Hey, Sir Monica's, welcome in. How are ya? Get the players of the ropes or else the power will go to their heads. I guess so. I feel like that's the... just means the power's gone to the DM's heads at that point, right? How are you today? Welcome in. We are starting this big boy. This is a Sin Eater for Trench Crusade. He's a little dark at the moment because we just got base coats, but we're going to get him all rusted and weathered up here soon. Oh, come on in. Just doing some more base coats. Guess I gotta find some, like, muddy trench basing, too, huh? The helmet's so stupid on this model. I love it. I think it's great. The fact that he's just pouring out blood is also great. The model's badass. It's fun. So for anyone who has not seen the art for it, oops. This is what we're painting. He seems nice. Right? Oh, he's dark in the photo too, unfortunately, but you can kind of see what we're going to go for. So the highlights of that real bright silver, he's got a lot of rust. A lot of rust and a lot of blood. So that's the goal. I love getting here when the sushi guy's here. Ooh, you can make requests. Hell yeah. What do you like to get? What's the Jezzy special? He seems so friendly, right? Yeah, don't you... Do you see that smile? So friendly. So friendly. But it's my mission to work on my weathering with this guy. So I don't feel like doing the... People always mention oils. I've used oils, and they are great. I just don't like having the extra stuff on my desk all the time. So we'll probably stick to washes and things. We're going to thin down some probably scrag for the rust. Scrag brown, sorry. But we won't go all out, but it'll be more than I normally do. Give me a spicy salmon. Not the normal, like, pureed spicy salmon. Regular salmon with the spicy mayo and stuff on it. Gotcha. Yeah. I like both, but I know what you mean. Okie dokes. Now that's all drying. I feel like we could probably start to do another coat of the black. I'm trying to say if we stick with black or if we bring in some agrax. I feel like some agrax might be the way to go. Actually, the monument brown. Let me see what that looks like. Hold on. I can't remember if it's more brown or more red. I have a feeling it's more brown. It's just been a little bit since I've used it. We have flesh wash. And I actually thought that was the brown. Where is the... Where's all my paint? There you are. Let's see what this looks like. Oils are dangerous for brush legging. They are, yes. That's a habit you gotta break if you're messing with oils. Well, so there's a Heretic model that didn't grab me. I mean, it's pretty cool. Can't wait to see how it comes out. Except for the werewolf a lot when that hits the desk. Yes. So that is one we've had to reprint. So I don't know if, I think Scott was trying to set up like a plate of stuff to print. I don't know if he actually got all that together, but as soon as it is ready, we'll bring it on. Hey, Hey, Corey, welcome in. Enjoy that gift sub. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're just painting some Trench Crusade today. But it tastes good. Get you some more strawberries, and you're good. Alright, I'm going to add a lot more wash to kind of the underside of his belly, where I want that wash to kind of collect. I'm using the brown wash from Monument. I'm going to see how that dries over our black. See if we like that. It's a little bit more true brown than like Agrax would be. It's a little bit different. We'll give it a shot here. But yeah, mostly keeping this in the shades, because we're going to add a lot of the rust to the high points. You can blame me for Scott taking for that was part of it. It was like, okay, we got to get the Trench Crusade so we can put these like massive prints on it. I think he was trying to figure out some of that. Just so everything gets the time it needs. Okay, never mind. This guy's slacking on printer duties. I think the hard part is we all want to print big stuff. So all the big stuff has to share a plate. Unfortunately. That's the one problem with Sakura Co. They never get the taste. We never get the tasty stuff again. I need to see where my February box is. I have no idea. I've really missed doing them together on stream. But if this is how it's gonna be, then okay, I give up. But they're really good. Are you doing this in a grimdark style or your own take? I guess it'd be my grimdark. I don't tend to go as grimdark as some people do, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and flex a little bit. I think is the best way I can answer. I usually keep my stuff real clean, so I'm gonna try and do a little bit more this time. Sell me the yuzu senpai by the ton. I did like the little yuzu, little like cracker cookies that were in this last one, in the January one. Those are pretty good. But that senbei was, yeah, still one of my favorite things we've had. Well, strawberry things, though. Mimos are massive. He didn't show. He was telling me about them. Yeah. And, like, just how long they were going to take. Because I kept annoying him about the werewolf. I'm like, that's cool, but, like, the werewolf's one of my favorites. Can I have it now? But yeah, I think he got it set up. I just don't think he started the printing yet. Because we don't like to leave things overnight like some people do. Just in case I think he was trying to figure that out. I think the plan, since we were talking grimdark and all that, I think we'll let these washes sit. We might do a little bit of stippling and see where that's at. And then if we need to do another wash to kind of tie it together, do any kind of like specific highlights, and then start the rust. I think it's going to come down to a lot of just tweaking that rust over and over again, putting that where we want it, getting the highlights where we want it. I think that's going to be a lot of it. So just kind of getting them to a point where we can do that. That's my plan anyway. We'll see if that works. If not, then we know. Kind of glad we're doing this guy before the werewolf. That way, if we like how the metal works out, then we're good to go for the wolfie. If we don't, then we can adjust it before. I think the brown's drying nicely, though. I kind of dig it. I understand it's probably really hard to see on camera, though. It's just, even with all the lights on them, it's just kind of dark, unfortunately. Gotta do some more gaming show. Space Coding Guardsman. Let's go. We're here. Thanks for hobbying with us. Let's see. Other hobby stuff. I got a bunch of priming done the other day, which was nice. I got all of that Malifaux we were building primed. I got the Knights primed. What else did I get? The big bat for Kingdom Death, he's primed. So it was nice to just knock out a table of priming. And then, yeah, was finishing up the Space Wolf, finished up the little Chibi Goku. That's about it for me. For hobby here last couple days. Getting these guys ready. I keep neglecting the back of his little feet. I need to get them. Alright. I think that's, yeah. I think it's coming together. I did do a bunch of priming the other day. I need to do some more. A bunch more to get primed, then magnetized, then base coat. Yeah. Also doing your hobby chores. While watching Prime Video in prime time. That's right. Let's see. We do need to do our black wash on the chainmail. Get that real quick. Looks like we can start working on the skulls here in a minute. Unfortunately, the wash is kind of going between them, which is making it take longer to dry. That's okay, though. Hey, finally, Rose, welcome in. How are you today? Puppy Bowl is today. I guess, is anyone doing, like, Super Bowl parties? Or, like Ravenlord mentioned, going to watch it? They're out of garlic powder. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild to be out of. Did we miss... I missed the inside of his arm. I'm mad at myself. Didn't see it with his giant meat tenderizer in front of him. I built and gap filled the better part of 2 repulsors and a gladiator yesterday. Holy cow. Also getting those hobby chores done. A lot of building. I'll do a Super Bowl party later. How can I choose between the Eagles and Chiefs? I pick Meteor. I have heard the same from a lot of people. I think I'm going to end up at a non-sports bar to watch the game with some friends. That'll be fun. Okay, there's all that. Yeah, I'm kind of afraid to touch the skulls and stuff until it's dried more. I feel like the cloak's like the easiest thing to kind of work on next. It's not as exciting as working on the metallics, but trying to see if there's enough of the metallics dry or like not sitting in wash so we could start highlighting. I think there might be. Let's try it. Mason, hello. How are you today? We're working on some Trench Crusade. What you up to? Start some highlights so you guys can see them a little better. Well, maybe. Let's leave this one upside down. Try and get some more paint. I guess, what else has everyone been up to this weekend? We did end up picking up, for Magic the Gathering, Aether Drift. Got their pre-release. We'd end up picking up the Commander decks for that. Apparently the store for actual pre-release is pretty busy, which is always good to see. I was trying to finish up my Spellslinger deck. I think I'm real close now. Go ahead and do some highlights. We'll have to blend this back in a little bit. And then cover it with blood. We ended up playing a game with the new Commander decks. It was basically, Scott played, it was an energy deck. So you get to create energy and then move that around to do different things, which is honestly really scary. I played, the other one's kind of a zombie deck. And I think the only reason I really hung in there is I had an enchantment that gave my zombies a 1/1 and flying. So all of my zombies were flying. I think that's the only reason I was able to tough it out, at least with what I drew during the game. I'm sure there's nastier stuff in there, but I just didn't pull it. But yeah, that was kind of our weekend. Did chores, that kind of stuff. And then yeah, the totally healthy One Piece binge continues. That's about it for me. Watched some more Yu-Gi-Oh! With Slam last night. Our boy Maximilian Pegasus is back, which made me insanely happy. Yu-Gi-Oh! Continues to be absolutely insane, and I love it. I was off Friday. I went to get a mod pizza, and GameStop next door had a massive line of scalpers waiting for the Pokemon cards. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I've seen just wild videos of the new Pokemon releases. Like going to Target and just like clearing the whole shelf. It's crazy. I feel really bad if you have like kids just wanting to like play and collect Pokemon. Having to fight the scalpers every time. Messed up. Makes it hard to just like be a collector, to just like enjoy it. I want to play Pokemon TCG, but it's crazy how people scalp the game. Yeah, absolutely. I've seen so many like people just saying like, I don't like, what's the point if this is what you have to go through for every release? Like, need to put more limits on things. The ATVs are dumb. $50 box for $5 in cards. 0.1 chance of anything with value. Yeah. And then just takes so much of the fun out of it. When you're having to fight those many people. I think one of the local stores I saw opens at like 11 and people were lining up at like 9:30. Just wild. It's funny, as I'm going through this armor, I'm having to like remember. It's like, okay, we're gonna weather that down, so don't go too nuts. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna add rust, and then you're gonna have to come back. So don't go too bright. So different to how I normally paint metallics. Matt, hello, how are you? Yeah, so what you're saying is there's a chance. How are you? We're talking trading card games as you come in. We picked up some of the new Magic stuff this weekend. And we're painting Trench Crusade today. How are you? This is the Sin Eater for the Heretic Legion. He goes nom nom nom, and everybody sins, and he gets really big. People sinning too much. The pizza was delicious. Meat pizza with Alfredo sauce and gorgonzola. Yum. That does sound really good. This poor brush. Who wants to play TCG games? I know. In my Warhammer stream? More likely than you think. Oh, what about Crusade Trench? I hadn't thought about that right yet. Welcome in. How are you? Hadn't thought about that. Nerd! No, you. I leave the grocery store every week and think, man, do I really eat this much food? Are you going to do the rest? I think we're going to use just like Scrag Brown. I don't have a, I don't have any of the, is it the Dirty Down that has the rust? Just because I don't do as much weathering usually. So I think we're gonna make our own. Is the plan. We'll see how that looks. If we like it, cool. If we don't, also fine. I'll go ahead and get some of these like high points because I know that they're gonna get the silver. I'll come back with the rest. You've got the washes and effects. Oh, the Vallejo ones? I mean, if you got something rusty we can play with. I'm down to play with stuff. This here, Scott like giggle snorting when I ask if he has rust stuff. It's a game where you run down a single long course. Oh, Crusade Trench. It's just grimdark Final Fantasy 13.
Your quickest wash, but you can also do something like the it's got little microparticles in it. It's a wash from GW Technical Wash. That leaves the dirt.
The stuff.
You can come in with like the Ryza or other brands also if you want more textured.
I don't know if we have that one, do we?
Typhus corrosion, yes.
Scott's getting us loaded up, chat. Hold on. Why are you spending your Warhammer money on groceries? That could be more magic cards, Jesse. Could be more magic cards. Sorry, chat, one sec. Do you have the Timia powders? I don't want to probably work with powders today. Thank you, though. We do have some powders, yeah. The powders are really nice to work with, but they also get everywhere, which for on-stream sounds like a nightmare. You breathe wrong and they go everywhere. They are nice to play with, though. I guess I'm going to ask chat. Chat, for those who do more weathering, what's your favorite thing to use on your minis?
Any mid-orange.
Cool. We'll give it a try. Trying to think the best place to like put it on and play with. Maybe his shoulders? A good spot. We'll do some highlights first, and then we'll pick a spot. Pigments, oils, pencils, washes, have it all. Yeah. Started using Typhus Corrosion on my Skaven. It was more fun than I expected. We'll have to give it a try. I don't think I've ever used it, so let's do it. Let's give it a try. I do like the sponge for battle damage. That's a fun one. As someone who doesn't do a lot of weathering, that's a fun one to do. Like we might do a little bit of that with him. Like maybe not the sponge, but like a little stipple brush. Branch into powders a bit. Want to try oils one day for Trench Crusade? It would be the perfect project to give it a try on. If you were wanting to. I just hate having to have the extra stuff at my desk because I've already got so much. I already have far too much stuff on my desk. So having to keep the like spirits and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna look at our reference here and see if there's anything else before we start any of that fun stuff. What do I think we need? I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing some of the highlights because I don't think it's gonna matter too much. A lot of that rust is gonna go in different spots, so might as well highlight. It's basically our highlight right now is anything where the metal would be rubbing up against something so that the rust can't collect. And then we'll be coming in and putting the rust where it is able to settle. So if we do a bit more highlighting now, it's not a huge deal. And really easy to clean back up later if you need to. Greedy Raven, thank you so much for that sub for 74 months of support. How are you today? Welcome, welcome in. We're working on some Trench Crusade. What you up to? Enjoying it so far. What if there's good gasoline cars in the Hot Wheels bin? Oh, probably. Oh, yeah. Probably. Would you do like a theme for your Gasland stuff? I don't know. Butts posted that little K truck, and that's. I think that would be fun. Still have a whole little K truck crew. Getting ready for the Superb Owl. Let's go. Are you going to a party? Hosting a party? Hope you have fun. We're just doing some highlights and trying to figure out how I want to do the weather. We are winging it today because I don't do a lot of weathering normally. Whatever looks fun, we'll go with. I do want to tell you. Hold on thought. Avian, thank you so much for that sub for 68 months of support. You know what this means for today? What's that? What you got? Thank you, thank you. How are you? Oh, owl. Thank you very much for the superb owl. Thank you, thank you. What you up to today, Avian? For those who have used the Typhus Corrosion, what's the dry time on it? That's going to be my question. Just with stream. Avian, thank you so much for all the owls. I appreciate it. Thank you. Green says, mostly prepare myself. Oh, for no more football. 2-week hockey break. What to do with no sport? You might have to paint. What would you be? What would you have to work on? Oh no. Hazmat, welcome in. I have a buddy who plays Gasland. She's always digging through the Hot Wheels bin. I love that that's an excuse to just dig through the Hot Wheels. Welcome on in. Is there anything you're working on? What you got? Send the devil bird away. Waste of mine. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Oh, it's like a normal paint. About a minute. Cool. Okay. I was afraid since it was the technical it would take longer. Okay, let's find a spot to add some rust. His armor is actually a little different than the art, so I'm trying to find a good spot to put this. I guess kind of up in here would be good. I drank the devil bird away. I've been chipping away at the Stormcast. Oh, from Skaventide. Nice. Are we enjoying working on some Stormcast? Okay. So, yeah, I'm just going to put some in here. Let's rest this boy up. I think what we'll do is we'll put this in, let it sit. We'll go to the skulls for a little bit, and we'll come back and keep working up that rust. I can definitely see the, like, grit. A little bit of texture in it. Still not a fan of the, bat spaghetti hair vampire lord. Oh, well, he's built anyway. It is a little goofy. Especially when, like, none of the other things have it. I think is my thing. Like, if a couple of them, like, if that was just part of the, I don't know, the aesthetic. Maybe I'd be more open to it. The fact there's just like one miniature with it is a little weird. Oh, I've been working on D&D backlog. You working on some monsters, some players? Got one muscle car. I can't go ham on cards till I read the rules. That's fair. I don't know if the cars do like different things. Wait a minute, it's time for deep fried devilburg. Gonna sell it to the superb owl. Waste of mine. Avian, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Just watched the, was it 4 Nations? For hockey now? So I had no NHL for a bit, but I too have to mini paint. I didn't even know. I haven't been watching. I haven't been paying attention to hockey. That makes me sad. I used to be so into hockey. Or at least, like, keep up with it. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this. I guess right down here would have it. Rest it up. Avian, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Chop chop goes devil bird. Avian, what are you up to today? What you got going on? I'm trying to dirty up this big boy. I think it's working okay. I definitely think over the texture, that scrag brown or probably scrag and then an orange will look real nice. I feel like I need some more on the chest. I'm not sure where to put it. I guess it would kind of collect down here. Kind of the same spots, right? Is that where they've put it? And they've got a little bit, but not a whole lot. I'm checking to find birds. Having a good weekend, Avian. I just come to this. No more burp. No more burp. I feel like the still need some more. It's kind of hard to tell because the brown's also kind of dark. Once we have those other colors, I think it'll start to come together a little bit more. Trying to get over the fear of adding a lot of it. As someone who doesn't do a whole lot of weathering, trying to get over this, the feeling that it might be a little too much, which is kind of hard, not gonna lie. That's a lot of large emotes. Thank you again, Avian, waste of mine. I'm letting them battle it out. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Erebry, thank you so much for that sub for 43 months of support. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, chat, for all the support today. You the best. Thank you. Thanks for coming to Trench Crusade with me. I really appreciate it. I feel like we need some over here. Just gonna rest this boy up. I'm being a little cautious just because there is the texture. It's not like we can just paint over it. Adding the textures has got me a little hesitant to just go ham, but also I kind of want to go ham. Where if we were doing just the scrag, it'd be really easy to just paint over. A little tougher with this. Sorry I'm late asleep and then watching the rugby. All good. Not late at all. You arrive precisely when you mean to. You come back with the wet brush and blend out the edges. I'm just afraid because I can't take it back. If I think it's too much, that's too bad. That's mostly what I'm worried about. Avian, thank you so much for the sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll walk back to you. Get my little reference pulled back up. See if they did it in any spots I'm not thinking. Oh, in between the in between the plates. It's so obvious. And yet I missed it. Imagine being asleep at the start of stream. Imagine. Tisk. Don't you know it's required? Have to be here, chat. Just kidding. If I didn't want to keep a weekend spot so badly, I would have been sleeping too. I was asleep at the start of stream, but I actually wanted to be here for this one. That's okay, there's always the VOD too. If you're really enjoying the Trench Crusade, there'll be VOD on here, and then this will go up on YouTube this week as well. Once I get it moved over. Okay, got in between the armor plates. Kind of the bottom of the armor. We got a little bit on the chest. I feel like arms probably need some. I guess same thing, right? In between plates. I feel like the underside of things is always a good spot. Thank you, Slam. You guys can watch Slam and I on YouTube. We played For the King 2 last week, and it was a lot of fun. You guys want some cozy co-op shenanigans? We won everything and no one died ever. That's right. Perfect run. Pros. Pros. I mean, we made it through. Absolutely counting that win. I never died, so that's the important bit. Streamer never died. Streamer privilege. Never. Does Slam ever become king? Not just yet. We have a lot of campaign to go. I mean, I didn't. I can't say the same for Cake, but I didn't. I just fiercely mashed. Are you doubting us, Emperor? How dare you? How dare you? But also, how could you be so correct? Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a second. And then I think we're gonna start highlighting kind of over the rust. Start to make the rust. Maybe. Think you can just vibe your way out of this one? Alright, let's find... I do want to find Seraphim Sepia for our skulls. I don't think I have it out. Nope, never. Come on. Wait, hold on. What's going on? Emperor! Thank you so much for the gifted subs. I appreciate it. Getting me while I'm looking for paint. I think I can bribe my way out. It's true. Bro Zerker, Toda Spencer. This Mechanic Games. Boots Fair. Yet Another Princess. Sinister Plank. Nick D Games. Scorchhold. Blavada. And Weirdness. Enjoy those emotes and those subs from Emperor. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You absolutely did. Well done. Thank you. And again, if there's a type of game you'd like to see, I know you said to influence you, but let me know. A Night Whisper, welcome in. How are you today? Sorry, let me, I was looking for a wash when Empress surprised me. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, what's this here, actually? That's not it. Okay, let me try and find it again. Where the heck is my Seraphim Sepia? Are you it? You're it. I appreciate your face. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate it. I will find something fun. Promise. I'll wasted my jams to some paint ASMR. We'll find something. Okie dokie. Let's put a wash on these skulls. I was trying to think what else I saw on Game Pass. I do want to play. So another that's coming up besides Monster Hunter. So I think I want to do Avowed. It'll actually be the day after it releases. So that Wednesday. I think I want to check out Avowed here on stream. That'll be the day after my tattoo. So it'll be nice to just chill and check that out. What else did I see on there? I think the other things are further away. It's like Doom and... I'm kind of interested in that South of Midnight game with the like very southern kind of folklore-y stuff. That looked kind of fun. Cool story game. Tattoos Day, that's right. I'm going on next Tuesday already. That's my birthday present to myself, is to finish my sleeve. I'm very excited. That'll be our last session for this arm, at least. We'll get it all finished up. Wonder if that's on Game Pass? South of Midnight is, yeah. It will be. Nice present, yeah! I'm gonna treat myself here. I wanted to make sure it was all healed up before Adepticon, because last time I had just gotten Goku before we needed to leave, and it was kind of annoying healing him up as we went, so I want to make sure I give this one lots of time before we gotta go. I'm waffling between Avowed and Monster Hunter. Probably try Avowed, because every time I watch Monster Hunter, it seems like people are fighting their own characters as much as the monster. I love Monster Hunter, and that's why I'm hesitating a second. I love it, but I get when people don't. I had to do a little bit of homework before it really clicked for me. So, I say that, but Wasted Mind, you tend to pick the more grindy games. I feel like if you get it to click, you'd probably really love it. But if it doesn't click, and that's the hard part with Monster Hunter, if it doesn't click, then it's just unfortunately not for you. So while I love Monster Hunter, I understand when other people don't. Because it is a lot of, like, learning your weapon, learning all of the items. I feel like fighting the menus is the toughest part. It's not even fighting your own character, it's fighting the menu system sometimes. Because some things can be so buried that until you've played it a little bit and can quickly get to things. I just realized I missed some bones. I'll get those real quick. Dine, welcome in. How are ya? We are starting my Heretic Legions with our Sin Eater. Unfortunately, he's a little dark to see on stream here. I don't even know how I could like change things to make it a little easier to see, but this is the art for him. So he's just kind of dark in general, but we're starting with him. We will also have the Artillery Witch as soon as I figure out how I want to do her. We've got some of the bigger, chunkier boys. So kind of our heavy support. We've got, okay, this guy, I saw someone on Blue Sky do him as Denji from Chainsaw Man. And it looks sick. So that's like all I think about when I see him. But kind of the same vibes. So he's there. But yeah, I think we're going to work through some of these more character models this week. So welcome in if you guys like Trench Crusade. I'll be honest, I'm not great with the lore. I need to do a lot of reading before I can speak Trench Crusade lore. But the models are sick, so that's where I'm starting. And the Hello Kitty Island Adventure. If it wasn't $60, maybe. I can't afford Hello Kitty. I don't think I'm interested in. I don't think I'm $60 interested. Mine has a lot of learning to do with positioning animations, yeah. Which I think that, I feel like people are more willing to learn. The other bit, maybe not so much, if that makes sense. Anyway, so it's looking like my next one won't be this year, unless I win the lottery. Oh, for a tattoo. Got big expenses coming, taxes, insurance, wedding party, and wedding trip for brother. Eating all my money. Not a huge deal. Little sad that adult responsibilities gets in the way. Yeah, I feel that. You're much smarter about it than I am. I just throw it on the card and you're like, you know what? I'll figure it out later. So I'm glad that you're smarter about it than I am. I just take it as my therapy time, honestly. The Artillery Witch is such a cool sculpt. Yeah, I know that's a favorite. Look up chonkers later. Okay. I will try to remember. On a random lore tangent, GW and Eldari lore. Okay, so I saw, I think Walter's Workshop mention some things. What are they actually doing? It looked like there was some kind of significant changes. How do we... Tell me about it, Wasteland. Tangent and rant away if you feel like it. If you want to. If not, I'll do the work later, but... I'll take that as a case. Hey, Sea Decker, how are you today? Welcome on in. Okay. Owies. Let me just chill for a second. I don't know, my next tattoo will be. Nowhere near as expensive as others. I've got salute and multiple holidays to save for. Yeah. I think doing the thing and actually saving is the correct way to do it. I just don't. Right tattoo of it was team building exercise. There we go. I just want it done, man. I've wanted sleeves since I knew what sleeves were, so I want it done. Plus, I want it all to heal together, which is the other important bit. I don't want something looking super new while Shenron's been on there for a bit. With them so connected, I want them to heal together. I think people went off the rails because things are made not only of Wraithbone, but Wraithbone alloyed with other materials. I think what I saw was people were saying, like, I'm trying to remember exactly how they phrased it. That it, like, wasn't even something special, I think is what I saw. I come in, you hurt your arm. No, I'm really sore from my workouts. I also think I want to go to Mornfang, not Scrag right off the bat. Hold on, chat. Sorry. I didn't plan this very well. I, like, put it on the brush and, like, that's not the color I need. Let's try that. I learned that lesson the hard way. Doing tattoo and Trench Crusade, I spent way too much money in the fall. Been fighting hard to get up. Paycheck to paycheck life. I feel that. That's very smart. Big proud of you. This is much smarter than what I'm doing. Much smarter. Alright, we're gonna kind of stipple it in and over the texture that we put down. Still want some of that dark brown, but I'm just kind of stipple it and see where that gets us. Good thing you guys can barely see it. I did start working on some stream stuff the other day, but it was for the video game side of things. So I was trying to change my camera a little bit. And I also set it up to where I can put my camera, like my actual face cam, like on screen in different spots in case like I need stuff in the top left, or if we need to go on the right side, I'm not staring into the void anymore. So I haven't messed with any of the painting side stuff yet. If someone posts a quote, if the quote was correct, it's not a big deal. Social media trying to get people engaged by getting them angry. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know enough to be able to say one way or another. Just saw that there was some changes and people were varying levels of angry about it. We do this every year, it feels like. Is yours? But oh, birthday? I'm on the 15th. I think I'm right before, from what I remember. Right after Valentine's. You should. I almost did slam that. I almost did as like a meme one to show you guys. Next Sunday is birthday stream. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what to do for it. It would be. It's been hard to think birthday when the world's exploding right now. But yeah, it would be. It would be. I don't know what I'd want to do for it. But we'll at least hang out. Yeah. Yeah. 12. Okay, sorry. I thought we were closer together on the calendar. And it says, I found stuff on the internet for someone, so I get constant question about a Legion. Hey, I did this thing. Try to share it with Connie and Slam. Yep, they had done it already. I found something on the internet. Yeah, we know. You're almost April Fool's baby? I feel like that would be an annoying one to have a birthday on. Kind of like I feel bad for anyone who has it like on or right around Christmas. I feel like that's a tricky one. Alright, it's starting to get there. Definitely when I get the highlights, I think the rest will start to come together. I think we do need probably more of it. I got scared and I think probably do need more. But we'll just keep dotting it on until we're happy. Yeah, I don't know what to do for birthday stream. I'll be honest. We've never done like a big birthday stream, but like it's kind of nice to have like cake and hang out. You guys want to do that? Trying to think of something fun. Ah! Oh!
Alive Vine Madness contributed $158.76 towards Magic, the Gathering. Happy birthday. Tilda sent via throne.com.
Just gonna keep talking. Gonna wait.
Magic, the Gathering, is now fully funded.
Magic,
the
the
goal
Gathering.
amount for your crowdfunded gift has been reached. Tilda sent via throne.com.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Life of Madness. Thank you, thank you. Get me some Bloomburrow for my birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I am working on, so I put that on there, I'm working on a bat deck, which is essentially like a vampire deck, but with bats. Sunday is back opening stream now. There we go. Let's go. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I do have my throne. On there I've got some magic stuff. If you'd like to chip in toward finishing up my sleeve, it's on there. Got that. There's a camera I'm saving for, which is just like a, if you would like to chip in towards that, and we'll get a cool camera. But yeah, thank you. I'm surprised it was on, archive.org. Then again, anything out of production tends to show up there, as well as weird videos. They've got to go somewhere, right? Good on archive to put it all together. So wait, what were you looking at? Was it the Eldar stuff? No.
Irabri contributed $20 towards tip jar. Tattoo fun. Tilda sent via throne.com.
Thank you so much, Irabri. I appreciate that. I will definitely put that toward the tattoo. Thank you. For Tattoos Day. Thank you. Chad, thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate it. You guys are gonna make me cry. Thank you. Oh, for nice critters in there? Yeah, there's a... Fortunately, some of the bats I need are actually, like, pretty common. We haven't bought enough Bloomburrow because we did the commander decks instead. So, hopefully they're in there and save me some cents. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. For the gifted subs, for the cards. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Avianthulium contributed $16.13 towards Taco Bell. $15 gift. See Tilda sent via throne.com. Taco Bell $15 gift C is now fully funded.
Wait, what did you
The goal amount for your crowdfunded gift has been reached. Tilda sent via throne.com.
Avian, thank you so much for tacos. I appreciate it. Thank you for lunch. I do have to say thank you because I saved those for the days where I'm just like a little beat down. I need to pick me up. And then I go spend all the gift cards. So thank you. Thank you for lunch. I will enjoy my tacos. We will eat tacos and look for bats on my birthday. That's what we'll do. Oh, gift C. Okay. I wasn't hearing what she was actually saying. Thank you. You better. If Scott doesn't go to it, I'm going to demand a refund. Yeah, we'll put it towards that for show. I'm excited. Jesse says, I guess I had mac and cheese. Now I got lots of mac and cheese. That's the right amount of mac and cheese, though. You know? That is the appropriate amount, is lots of mac and cheese. Okay, I'm just still dotting in some rest. Thank you, everyone, for the support. Tacos, tattoos, and Magic the Gathering cards. It's perfect, honestly. Thank you. Thank you. Get some bats, eat some tacos. Good to go. Oh, it's about Raven Guard Legion. Of all the black books for Horus Heresy, all their items are spread across them. It's got to be out there somewhere. Now I don't have to break the spine of my books. Gotcha. feel like we kind of neglected this, but I also know we're gonna have a ton of blood in there. I do think we should add some rust kind of in here. I just think. I think he's getting there. I kind of want to, let's highlight what we have and be happy with it. And then we'll add more. And then we'll add more. You just gotta fit it somewhere. You just eat it. You just eat the mac and cheese. That's how you find room for it. You just consume. Can't wait till 3 p.m. Let's 3 p.m. Is that when owl stuff starts? I don't actually know. Thought it was later at night. I went from 5 boxes to 10. Okay, you're just, you're set for a bit. You're meal prepping. You are all good. Mac and cheese for a bit. Getting ahead of the game. That's the start of the party, catcha. Enjoy. It's a good name for a Carnifex. Stubby? He's gonna have all devours. I feel like that works pretty well for a Carnifex. No matter what they've got, they got their little T-Rex arms. How are the Tyranids coming along, Avian? I know you said you had a lot that you were wanting to get together. Is anyone else working on things for, like, Adepticon? How's it going, chat? We feeling good? It's coming up here. When the economy collapses and people start eating squirrels, the mac and cheese can be turned to a nice profit. That's right. Then you will have the correct amount of mac and cheese. Alright. I think, now that I've got this little kind of highlight on it, I think that's a good spot for a rest. So that was Mornfang Brown and now Scrag Brown I'm coming back and highlighting with, especially along like the edge. I think it looks pretty good. We definitely need more though, dang it. Working on the arms now on the Carnifex. Got base colors on the Psyche Excluder and done some feathering on the kite. Nice! I guess same question. You feeling good about having them ready? Kate. I said chitin. I don't know if that's correct. Chitin? Feels weird that goes to an A. I guess. Chitin. Okay. Did it. I'm gonna second guess everything as I'm still doing my Japanese practice. Constantly, though, I'm second guessing myself. I don't remember if I've learned any fun ones here. Not since Testicle. Testicle continues to be the fun one I've learned. Cadiatin. It still stands. That's right. He's just a bug now. Any other fun Japanese words I've learned? I don't think so. I'm in a lot of like, this means last year or the month before last. And those aren't fun words. Problem is I pick up the model with my hands and it's rubbing off paint. I got these gloves but it feels like I'm doing safe painting. I hate painting in gloves. So I feel that. That's interesting that it's... Have you had that happen before? I've not had that happen with plastic models. I've had people ask about it in chat though, so it sounds like it could be like we just have more oil on your fingers, things like that. You might be more prone to it coming off. Yeah, have you had that happen before? I typically pick up the moths by their base, but it's such a chunky boy, that's fair. Probably paint rub it off to the oil. Gotcha. Not much of that you guys can see. I think it's coming together. I feel like he still might be a little too shiny, which is totally on me, because when I paint metallics, I tend to go pretty high contrast, pretty shiny. So I might need another wash. And blend our base coat back in some spots. Gladiator Reaper finished. Burnt. Life of Madness going burnt. Oh, welcome back, Tony. I don't really buy grapes, but these are a good treat. I go through, like, I'll get grapes for a while, and then I'll get really tired of grapes, and I won't buy them. And then one day I will randomly be like, oh, you know what sounds really good? Grapes. And then I'll get them again. Same. I have that with, like, bananas, too. I'll eat, like, a ton of bananas, and then one day, just suddenly, bananas are repulsive to me, and I can't have another banana. Beauty and the Bees, hello, how are you? Oh yeah, besties, hanging out in the chat, how are you? We're painting this horrific thing today. This is called a Sin Eater, and it's for a game called Trench Crusade, which is very kind of religious horror. So let me get the box art for this boy. It unfortunately is also really dark, but he's covered in blood and rust, and yeah, fun stuff. So that's what you get to join for. I love him. Yeah, so the entire, and they're in primer, so they're a little hard to see. But we've got a witch with just a giant nuke, just a giant missile that she's gonna yeet. So that's fun. We've got some kind of heavy support options. He's got like an axe and a big gun. A queen, yes, yes. She will slay. We've also got this guy who I was telling chat, someone made him look like Chainsaw Man, which I can't unsee. Like, I think it's just perfect for him. This guy's got like a cool staff. But yeah, they're for a skirmish game. And I'm trying to be better about weathering. I don't tend to do a lot of like rust and gunk and all that. So I'm trying to get better at that. The banana conversation made me laugh because that's me. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. I'm sorry that you guys also can't eat grapes and bananas, but I'm so good about it. And then yogurt also. I hit a point with yogurt where I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Is that the game with murder nuns? It is. It is, it is. Come join us with murder nuns. Yes, this was a Kickstarter that did really, 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 really well. And it's just getting bigger and bigger. And the team is really cool. Got really cool minis, really cool lore. Yeah, just a tiny bit of orange. Oh yeah, it needs the orange. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A little bit. Oh, Sea Decker, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Beauty and the Beast. Enjoy those emotes and that sub. Thank you, Sea Decker, for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm also not an applesauce person. 2 bananas in a row, 1 a day, then that's it. Wish I could get myself, let's make the banana bread. Yeah. Sometimes cooking is just, it's too much. I always say that I'll do the banana bread, and then it just gets wasted, you know. You get your emote again, yay! I'm glad. Yeah, who else forgets to make the banana bread? And it just sits there. Yeah. Guilty. Guilty. I think my favorite thing I've been doing is I got really tired of eggs. So now with my little breakfast tacos, I've been adding in hash browns and some refried beans. And it's so good, and it's more filling. And it makes me not hate eggs quite as much. Because I still need the protein, I still need the eggies, but man, I get tired of them. How was your weekend, B and B? What you been up to? Sounds like our chat is kind of getting ready for Super Bowl later today. Watch a program called Lego Masters Australia. His punishment someone has to suffer in an episode is to either sort out some Lego or eat 4 bananas. He chooses the bananas. I can't imagine having to eat 4 bananas. No. I think I would also... I don't know. Sorting Legos is also not fun. That's not fun. Later in the same episode, Team either has to find an unprinted Lego head or eat 4 more bananas. We're all in the banana suffer boat. Oh, thank you, Ghost Dogs. How are you? Welcome in. I was just thinking we might have to go a little bit darker. Like, at least in the, like, shaded areas. So I'm trying to get that figured out right now. But thank you. How are you? I actually grabbed a little bit of our base color to kind of smoothen our blending a bit. And then we might add a little bit more of a wash. Just gonna fine tune it a little bit. I do want to add the rest up along his neck too. We need some up there. Are you leaving us?
Just come check it out.
Pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad that Jack can't see all of what we've done, but he's getting easier to see though as we add more stuff.
I'm gonna say if I might offer an opinion.
What'd you
on
get?
the rest.
Whoa.
You've got these areas where water would kind of pool along the joints, and you'd have more. Just
More of it, I think. Yeah.
In...
I was doing like the corners where mother of, where it would just like sit, but yeah, probably need some more. Yeah.
Collect.
I think in general, I just need more. Mm-hmm. I'm just scared.
Yeah, but you got good where it would, like at the corners, is where it will build up most.
I think he's getting there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not used to doing
nice
this.
And creepy. And you'll get all that blood effect pouring out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, bye. Sorry. Catch up here. Go Sox, how's your weekend? It's a good time to be sick of eggs. Ugh, that was the other thought with adding the more stuff to the tacos, is I can make the eggs last longer. Like if I go down to 1 egg instead of 2 eggs every day, then they last a little bit longer. Your Midwest is on wash. My bad. My bad. Fix your egg, I'm working on it. It already looks good though, thank you. Yeah, I think we just need more. I think we've got it. I just need to be more heavy-handed with the rest and the wash. I think we got it though, which is exciting. We just need to be more heavy-handed with it. Maybe cheaper to have chickens at this point, yeah. If your city allows you to. Permits and stuff. You also don't want to end up having to cull any chickens. Sad to think about. The poor burbs. Needs more rust, I think so. I think we got it. I was just scared. No more being scared. I'm just gonna shove this everywhere we can. Because I was thinking the same, and then Scott said it. It's like, yeah, we gotta do that. I just need more. I guess for those who are going to be painting Trench Crusade, are you going to be doing similar? Are we wanting to go grim dark? I know, I think Alex in chat said wanted to go kind of magical girl with it, which I also love. Anyone else thinking of trying out some new stuff on Trench Crusade? I'll put some in here, because we can. I think more along the bottom of the helmet's probably good. I'm teasing you because you went to twang. I like it as I can recognize it. Yeah. There's definitely times where I catch myself or Scott catches me when I say certain words. I just forget until someone mentions it, but I don't mind it. Okay. We need more on the chest, too. I'm trying to figure out, like... Let me walk through this. Because we're going to have just blood around the mouth and coming down, we need to do more on the sides. It's not going to be affected by all the blood. So I think right in here needs somewhere to collect. Just rust up everything on the sides. It's actually those little like divots in the armor. I feel like that's a good spot to just go ahead and stick some in. I despise the localized twang of where I grew up. Specific upstate New York City. Okay, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I love most accents. I think they're really cute. Chat, what's your favorite accent? I have to say, I think like Boston is one of my favorites. I think it's so cute. A lot of the Northeast I do like. Midwestern's really great. I do love when like we go back up. So my family's all from Illinois, so like I was around it a lot. When we do go back up north and I hear it, like it's like a comforting thing. It's a comforting thing. You hear it a little bit down here because there's a lot of transplants down here in Texas, but yeah, hearing it again is very comforting. Midwest is nice and neutral to me. Okay, I'm trying to... I feel like it needs to go... Yeah, kind of in between. This feels weird to put it with the texture. Smush it. Carry up what we did in the back up onto the... Yeah. British, Northern England. Boston is good. Like the good Southern drawl. Chicago and the heavy Chicago accent. I do like Chicago accent. Makes me happy. It's very comforting to me. The Boston one gets me sometimes. Solely because the Sportsnet TV commercial for hockey where the announcer goes, Pasternak and the Boston player. It sounds like Pasternak. We were joking around. We've been watching, Sam and I are watching Yu-Gi-Oh! But we've been watching the dub, because, like, if we ever had to go to the sub into Japanese, like, we'd lose Joey, who has the very, the very Northeast accent, and I would lose it. I can't do it. Alright, that's got to dry a little bit, but it does dry pretty quickly, which is nice. We can work on the skulls. Let's do the skulls while it dries. The Joey Wheeler accent, yeah. I can't lose it. I'm BBC until I get angry that I'm just Londoner. You like Slam's British announcer accent? I don't know, the risk of, I don't know, making you self-conscious. I do like Slam's accent. Slam's accent's very nice to listen to. Believe in the heart of the cards, that's right. I know, it's always weird when you hear, like, obviously as a streamer, like, I've heard certain people, like, say things, it's like, or, like, I think about it, where there are some streamers where I can or can't listen to them. I like Slam's accent. As my secret captain, I'm always self-conscious. You were saying I've not heard Slam Anki. Oh, I don't know. Have you not heard the The full, full Londoner. His voice will make you fall asleep. Thank you for speaking the inner type. No, it means you're comforting. I don't know. I always take that as a compliment when people say that. You're pleasant to listen to. Also, I'm biased as I want slam streams back, so I'm gonna hype you up. No, I get it. I've seen some people take it the wrong way. It's like, no, wait, come back. It's a good thing. But yeah, I just selfishly want slam streams back. So. Oh, is it that time already? Sunday preview, the first High Elves sale from Ulthuan. All right, you guys want to take a little Warhammer's break? It's actually perfect because then he can dry a little bit more and we'll come back and keep working on Rust. So let's do that. Let me head over there. I'm gonna get a sip of water first, and then we'll head over there. Okay. Speaking of ASMR for you guys. Okay. Stream deck. There we go. Jesus. Okay. I tried to adjust this camera, and I think I got it close. Okay, before we do this, I was going to say, my main thing I want to try is I want to put this camera over here so that, like, it and the game and everything all lines up. Because right now, my game I play over here, which is away from the microphone, and I got to figure all that out. So we were talking about it earlier, it's the only reason I say that, but that's what I'm working on. So get everything on this freaking thing, but it's hard when I have to duplicate it for painting. And that's my rant. That's my small streamer rant today. Enjoy. But that's my project for maybe later this week. The AI autocorrect? The what? Alright, let's dive in. The first High Elf sale from Ulthuan. Scroll on down to the Arcane Journal. Elevate the already lofty High Elves to precipitous levels of power and pomp with Arcane Journal High Elves Realms, a 48-page supplement containing new rules, background lore, and scenarios. Includes profiles for Korhel Lionmane, Shia Vess, and Tracian chieftains, as well as numerous other units, 2 armies of infamy representing the, what is this word? Is it Tracian? Warhost. Seaguard Garrison, and new magical items. They'll be available as a softback book and an EPUB edition. On-time video, it's always. Because the article is also a little early, which is also, I would think, something you could schedule, but we have the High Elves Battalion. Show the younger civilizations how it's done with the gleaming host of the High Elves Battalion box. Contains 32 Elven Spearmen, 32 Elven Archers, with enough command options to make 2 units of 16 each. Infantry is supported by 2 Tiranoc chariots that can be turned into Lion Chariots of Trace when you want your mounts to be as dangerous as your riders. This box also contains new High Elves transfer sheet comprising 356 transfers. Where is Noob? Noob? We got transfers. They did it. They looked at the 40k team. They're like, man, we don't have transfer counts. There it is. Look at all of them. We've also got cards and dice. I don't need to talk about those, but they are available. We've also got the Lord of Trace. This word is goofing me out. I even used to play this army and I can't get the name right. The Harshlands produce woodsmen of unusable caliber, each a proficient hunter and fearsome combatant, who will one day be expected to stalk and kill one of the ferocious white lions that make the region their home. Those born into noble families often end up pursuing the office of command, leading the great armies of their home to victory. Forge-rolled resin miniature can be used as a high elf with Tracian Hunter honors, or a new Tracian chief character from the Arcane Journal High Elf Realms. So, Forge World. Shrase? Sure. We've got a Shia Vest Sentinel of the Silent Isle. Ulthuan's prime threats are seaborne. Job of garrisons dot along cliffs and coasts to protect the homeland. Commanders are chosen by Sea Lord Aislinn, master of the Phoenix King's fleet. Shia Vest is his latest appointment. A swift warrior armed with a trident Athlin's ire, she leads units of Lothran Sea Guard into battle. She's made also a forge-rolled resin, has rules in Arcane Journal High Elf Realms. I still have this miniature. High Elf Lord on Dragon. Dragons of Ulthuan are High Elf's oldest and greatest allies. Though many of those terrifying beasts now slumber within the dragon-spine mountains, only roused by battle by ancient Caledonian songs. It's not uncommon for lords and mages to forge unbreakable bonds with these creatures over many years, riding them into battle, scouring their foes with superheated flames from high above. This turning plastic kit can build a High Elf Lord or Archmage mounted on a Moon Dragon or a Star Dragon, or a Dragon Mage mounted on a Sun Dragon. Rogue Wolf, thank you so much for that sub. For 52 months of support, how are you today? We're taking a look at the High Elves coming back here. Yeah, I still have this mini. We have the Illyrian Reavers. Expert cavalry riders from the land of Illyrian now ride to battle as Illyrian Reavers, swiftly outflanking enemy lines, skirmishing with other scouts and ranging warriors, before charging into the flanks of otherwise occupied units. This new multi-option plastic kit is based on miniatures from the Island of Blood box set, albeit substantially changed. Builds 10 Reavers with a full complement of command options. It's catching up here. I like the guy's lion cloak, but I always took White Lions of Trace more literally. I mean, if you do the chariots and stuff, they did have the, you've got some lions in there. Got Sword Masters of Hoth. Sword Masters of Hoth are warrior scholars who arduously train themselves in every facet of sword fighting. The process have become exemplars of hand-to-hand combat. They are itself humming as they cleave their foes with great sweeps of their blades. This plastic builds 30 Swords Masters of Hoth, or 2 of 15, full commands, again based on miniatures as we found in Island of Blood. Here are the White Lions. Since the time of Calidor I, White Lions traits have served the Phoenix King, inveterate hunters who put their valor and skills to test on the battlefield. These mighty warriors are as fearsome as the White Lions they are named after, fiercely guard their charges with powerful axes that resemble those carried by woodsmen of Trace. This kit builds 20 White Lions, 2 units of 10 with full command each. We've also got the Bolt Throwers coming back. More refined than the crude stone throwers are unreliable cannons and mortars used by other civilizations. Clever design allows them to switch seamlessly between firing bolts capable of stopping a rampaging giant in its tracks, or fans of smaller bolts which cuts down swaths of infantry. It builds 2, each with guard crew. Virgo says, awesome. Now what I'm waiting to go on pre-order. What are you waiting for, Rogue Wolf? What are you waiting for? All right, we have returning metal miniatures. There's plenty of incredible high elves from across the ages. First wave includes the 3 venerable metal miniatures. Coral Linemane makes a perfect addition to any army fielding the White Lions. The handmaiden of the Everqueen is a swift warrior who cuts down priority foes with her elegant spear. Add airborne support to your force with the Great Eagle of the Elven Realms, a feathered friend who has no compunction about tearing foes to shreds with her powerful beak and claws. Wait, hold on. What did I just read? First waves includes 3. So we got these 2. Is the lion or the eagle also metal? Because then we have a 4th. Okay, this one's resin. He does look metal. Which is interesting because I'm pretty sure I have at least him in resin. Or I did before I sold stuff. So it's interesting they're going to be metal. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Maybe I'll answer our questions. Merwim. Horrors named Merwims are thought to be distant relations to the dragons that soar through the skies above Ulthuan. Powerful mages bind them into service, lead them into battle alongside the armies of the Sea Lord, where they thrash and gnash at enemies with frightening speed. Often the surprise of foes who expect seaborne beasts to be hindered on land. This expert kit is made from forged resin, has rules in Arcane Journal. I remember the wings. Yeah, I can only imagine this in metal. That sounds like a nightmare. Bill, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, I guess that's our 3rd. So 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, Sadie's losing her mind. I don't remember this miniature. Was this one of the ones that they, like, axed and I guess are now bringing back? Kind of like that Necron model? I don't remember this one. It might have been when, I don't know, maybe it was out when we were not playing? Sounds like they would be bringing that back. I'm going to keep on cruising here. We got made-to-order terrain for 40k. With the Astra Militarum on its way, now it's time to start planning a gaming table themed around the Wall of Martyrs. Towering Imperial Bastion, Imperial Bunker, Imperial Defense Emplacement, and the Imperial Defense Line, comprising 2 dugouts and 4 barricades, will be available on a made-to-order basis from 10 a.m. local time on Saturday the 15th of February until 8 a.m. GMT on Sunday the 23rd of February. Made to order, they can take up to 180 days to ship. They're bringing back Forge-World models. That's interesting. Alright, and then Warhammer Plus. We have How We Roll, flipping from Concealed to Engage, ambushing Elliot, who worked on the new edition of Kill Team. Talk about what goes into taking the game from one edition to the next. Let's see, Lore Masters. We've got Nephilim Anomaly. Anomaly Hope has been doing research for this week's episode. Got some nefarious tasks for the Silent King. You have to watch to find out. And then Scrap Demon, which is... Battling create the most appalling abomination in order to appease the dark gods. That does sound kind of fun. But that's all we got. Who is interested in some high elves? Oh, look at this thing again. Yeah, I've just never seen this thing. When Chaos got released, a bunch of Forge-World models were re-released. I thought they axed a lot of it. Yeah, I thought they got rid of a lot of them. But the that Necron model came back, and I guess this thing is back. It's interesting, these are metal. But I guess it would have been fine cast, so I guess that makes sense. So they just went back to metal instead of trying to use the resin. Okay, well, hold on. She's so dumb. Off to French lunch. Sounds good, Desi. Enjoy lunch. Well, that's what I got here. Cool. Let us go back to some Trench Crusade. Let me get set back up here. And we'll zoom back on over. Meow. Smile, Neil. Alright. Like, rid of all the fantasy ones. Each race seems to bring some back. I mean, that's good. Selfishly, Dreadsaurian. Give me Big Lizard. Selfishly, I'd like the giant dinosaur back, please. Alright, for anyone who came in during the article, we're working on this boy. We've decided we need more rust. So we're doing some of that and working up skulls. But this is for Trench Crusade. This is for my Heretic Legions. And yeah, basically getting him ready to dump a whole bunch of blood on him. That's the update. That's the update. So we're just working on him today. We are going to be working on Trench Crusade actually all this week. So I'm going to work on a bunch of the kind of more character type models. And just try and get my force together. So if you're enjoying Trench Crusade, we'll be here all week. Hey, hi Farm, welcome in. How are you today? I haven't gotten to play with Blood for the Blood God in a while, and I'm kind of excited to mess with that today. Doing well, good. Glad to hear that. Have any fun plans for the day? We're just, yeah, making this guy as gross as we can. A bit tired. Just take a nap before the Super Bowl. Do you have anything fun planned for that? I know a lot of people in chat are talking about parties and stuff. I think it's a little easier if here in the States, but a little late for our Europe friends. I already questioned myself. The Skin Wolves and the Giant Spawn of Chaos were Forge-World models re-released for Old World. Oh, I found them on the site. I feel like I remember that, yeah. Chaos Cannon was End Times or close to End Time regular release. Chaos Cannon. I'm trying to remember which one that... Because we did play around End Times. I don't remember what model that is. Alright, we're just doing some more, just kind of dotting in our rust. If you guys like the rust, what we did was, so here's where it's at. For the rust, we did Typhus Corrosion, and we let that dry. This has a little bit of the kind of gritty texture to it. And then we did Mournfang Brown, which is what I am stippling in right now. And then I did a little bit of Scrag Brown, and a little bit of Troll Slayer for that top highlight. So that is the workup. If you guys like the rust. Maybe not. It's in 15 plus category. You know, it's Forge World. Probably. Where they have like the expert kits. But do they taste good? Typhus corrosion? Probably. Probably. I haven't checked myself. I will let chat check. She's so dumb. She just has to get the last word. You mean the Hell Cannon? That's another model I've forgotten. Those have been around a long time. Before then, as I recall. I mean, I didn't recognize the giant merwim thing, so maybe there's some I'm not familiar with. That one was new to me. I'm using the wrong paint. Thank you, Sadie. Thank you for good looking out. You know, good looking out. Guess what is everyone up to for rest of today? Sounds like a lot of Super Bowl. I think I need to get my workout in. Get some lunch. Decide if I'm watching Super Bowl, I guess. I kind of like to watch it just because, like, obviously people talk about it. Kind of nice to know what people are talking about, but I'm not super invested. The Hell Cannon. It seems so awesome when released, but it didn't age well. Not at all. Okay, I feel like I'll recognize it when I look it up, but I don't remember from you guys talking about it. What is the paint name? Yeah, so I just went over the workup, but the one with the like kind of grit to it is Typhus Corrosion. So it has a little bit of a texture to it, and then we highlighted it up. The texture paints are really nice to work with from Games Workshop. I know several companies now have their own textures, but like I've got Vallejo here also has some really nice like weathering effects and stuff you can pick up. Chilling out, enjoying no work today in Super Bowl. Let's go. Glad it's a relaxing day for you. We're done for some other time. It's a nice little workup. I like it. I don't get to do, well, I say I don't get to. I don't do a lot of weathering, so it's nice to kind of get this figured out and see how it all works. Do need to get comfy though. Okay. I kind of want to start the blood before we wrap up today. As much fun as the rust has been, I kind of want to start the blood. He so far has not eaten any sins while we've been together, and I think that needs to change. Blood. I'm gonna wander down to the local game store to buy the new oval bases with Carnifex, a painting handle, so I don't have to wear a glove. Maybe the Orc Tower, odd to convert. I think definitely worth it. Wait, oval bases for that? Aren't they on, I thought they were on circles. Is that not right? Or are they just called oval? They might be. It's a very GW thing. Oh, then welcome in. How are you today? We are working on the Sin Eater for Trench Crusade. What you up to? I don't get back for end of stream, but thanks for stream. Thanks for hanging out, Evian. Enjoy time at the game store. See you later. Yeah, now I just want to play with the blood. Damn it. Now that's all I want to do. We'll finish our rest. We'll be good. And then we'll play with our blood. I kind of hope more of the, yeah, I think the big guys, like our heavy support dudes, will definitely have more of the rust. So we'll get to play with it more there. So that'll be fun. We definitely need to add some to the hammer. I haven't done like any on the hammer, which I'm just now realizing. We definitely should have. Getting more comfy with it. I don't used to be on round bases. Apparently there aren't ovals that cover their body fully. I have really old Carnifex models. I think even when I was playing, they were on circles. Interesting. Unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Goodbye. We'll catch you later, Avian. There she goes again. Scott is back from wherever he went. Alright, we actually didn't finish our highlighting on the back here, so get that too. She is singing along, that's right. The song of her people. She knows it well. Next week we have Magic Monday and Magic Pack Opening Sunday. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do for birthday yet. We may. I think it'll depend on when cards are here too. They don't instantly get here, so I'll have to see. Wasted money, thank you for the bits, I appreciate it. Actually pretty close to the beat. She's very talented that way, yeah. Very talented. My dog barking at your dog. While you're talking. Oh, Jingle Bells? Very nice. Do you use a wet palette? If so, is it store-bought or homemade? I use a store-bought, so I do the Masterson Stay Wet. I used to use a homemade for a long time, but then I was doing tutorials and kind of guilted into getting a nicer one. The homemade ones work just great, but I have a store-bought one, so I have, there is my gear link if anyone wants to check that out. That's a lot of things I use for hobby, for streaming, for all that good stuff. If you want to see, I've got that all listed there. The one thing that's different is I don't use the paper that comes with it. I use just baking paper. So not wax paper, but baking paper. You don't want that wax coating on it. I use that because I find the paper that comes with it a little too heavy. It's for like artist acrylics. So I use baking paper instead. But the palette itself is very nice and not super expensive. It's pretty cheap. The Mastersons is great. I really like it. I literally only got a new one because, yeah, it looks really bad on videos when it's all gunked up. Otherwise, I'd still be on the first one I have. You can also get, like, replacement sponges and stuff if it just needs a little refresh, which is nice. The chat think I was going to pick up your Bloomberg box. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I think they're just excited for magic stuff, you know? Alright, I think I want to do a quick wash at least for the legs, and then I think I want to start the blood. I want to do that while we're together, because it's fun. We need blood just pouring out of his mouth, because fun. Yeah, go get it, Scott. He's come back and we're like, oh, you weren't? I paid for free husband pickup. Scott Prime. The throne isn't linked to my account. Oh. Almost got free magic on top of free delivery. Okay, I didn't put enough wash. As with everything else today, I just need to be heavy-handed. Put some more on. I think especially like under his belly here. Just needs another couple coats. Actually, over the rest looks really good too. Nice 80. Yes, chat heard you. They heard you. Don't worry. They're in the website? Yeah. Scott's saying he wouldn't have had the money to pick it up. Alright. I want to make sure where we're putting the blood is all basically where we want it, because once that goes on, that's kind of it. That's all we can do. And then we've got to come back and add rest to this hammer, because it's weird that I don't have any on it. This guy's been fun, though. I feel like this is the project I need right now. Between this and some anime repaints, this is what I need to be working on. We'll still do Warhams for commissions, but for right now, this is what I need. Hey, Chuck, welcome in. How are ya? Oh, is that Mead Man? I'm interested. How are you? Why is Chad using my money to buy Nikki stuff? I have to save for birthday. Latest on magic cards. Alright, here we go. Did you 3D print those? Or they sell the minis? I 3D printed these, yeah. So I think if you wanted the physical, that was through the Kickstarter. But these are 3D printed, yeah. Welcome on in, how are you? That's what you thought. Good. We're going for some folks to hang out this afternoon while we hobby. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What are you hobbying with? What's on your table? For anyone who may be new, hi, I'm Nikki. We usually do a lot of Warhammer. I'll be honest, I'm a little burnt out on Warhammer, so we've swapped it up a little bit. Today we've got Trench Crusade, which I do want to play here soon. Some of the other stuff that we've recently finished is I did a little Chibi, Shenron, and Goku. This is from Nom Nom Figures, so also 3D printed, but super cute. We just finished, Bill, I'm going to get photos for you soon. Finished up this Funko Pop Space Wolf. So I got his little axe figured out the other day. Did some freehanding on him. So we did kind of the 2D style for him. Yeah, he was fun. The axe just tied me up for a little bit, but I think we're good now. So he's good. And then the other thing we started was, this is the Blushing Owl from Kingdom Death that I painted a while back, but he has an armor set that matches. So trying to also get that finished up. So there's a little bit of what we've been working on. So yeah, it used to be a lot of Warhammer. Now I'm kind of doing Warhammer plus more stuff. More variety stuff. So welcome on in. We're happy to have you. Miles looking nice and rusty. I think it probably... I'm going to do the blood and then decide if we need more. The hammer for sure needs rust. But yeah, I kind of want to do the blood and see where we're at. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. Ooh, working on Conquest. My wife is doing a Battletech dropship. I've managed to avoid Conquest until now they have that really pretty kitsune, and they've got the very, like, Japan-inspired force. And it's tempting. That's always my weakness. And now that's coming. And I'm trying to be strong. Because I've heard it's very fun. and fun to work on. Sorry, Nikki. You probably wish you were painting nothing but Space Marines. I know. It's okay. Space Marines will come. We'll still have Space Marines. I have a quote I need to finish for Space Marines. I just get distracted. Especially the last couple weeks, I've been all over the place here. Sorry, chat, if it feels like I've been a little flaky. It's not on purpose. I'm just distracted. All right, should we do some blood? I think the Funko Wolf needs a tattoo all inspired by your tats. I'm actually serious because I don't want to make you work for it. It just sounds cool. If you had more space, maybe. I was pretty proud of the getting on the face there with all the swoopties. I'm pretty proud of that. Whoa, don't fall over. I think it's blood time. Blood. So glad when you guys enable me for blood time. I guess, ooh, I should make sure mine's still good. I am stealing your blood effects, yep. Do you have a good pot of it? I thought I had one, but maybe not. Maybe it is yours. Double paint ASMR. Thank you. I am taking all your stuff. Oh, I was gonna say that's my label, but it's not. It's not. Oh, thank you, Phil. I'm glad. I'll get photos for you here soon. He was a lot of fun. I was sad that the axe took me a little bit to figure out, but we got it. Slender Scott's escaped to containment just to bring me paint. Annie Freeze, welcome in. How are you? We Trench Crusading today. You join us in time for blood effects, so that's fun. You have the Black Grail stuff printing? Nice. I was telling chat I need to start reading, doing my homework. I need to get go through like the lore primer, read about the faction, all that good stuff. Got homework to do. Let me look at our reference here. As someone who does not do a lot of blood effects. Oh, he is absolutely just covered. Okay. We need to make sure... The fun part with blood effects is you can do like a toothbrush and go across the bristles and make it go everywhere. I don't want to do that right this second on stream, but I may do that later. But we're just gonna go in with some blood. Some of this I'll touch back up with our silver for the highlights. I'm gonna go on in. It's already looking really gnarly. Already pretty gross. I think what I may do is just little specks of it myself until I can... Yeah, I'll just wait. I'll do the toothbrush trick here after stream. Is anyone playing in DFW? I don't actually know. I'll be playing Scott, so... That tends to be how we do it. I'm spoiled in that the other person I like to play with is right here in the same house, so... I'm not sure if, like, at the stores if people are playing already. I feel like probably have to set it up through like a Discord or something. Is Mr. Trench Crusader here a chunky boy in armor or a robot? Oh, do you want me to read the lore again? Because it's pretty gross. Here, I shall read the lore. Where did my lore go? Here's my lore. Okay, Bill. Here is the Trench Crusade lore. Sin Eaters are horrific creatures. Once they were mortal men and women, perhaps starving wretches, insatiable gourmands, or priests obsessed with devouring the sins and eventually the bodies of their congregations. Their overwhelming greed and hunger for human flesh tainted with sin, combined with the corrupting influence of the Hellgate, has turned them into a form that matches their inner foulness. They're swollen into monstrous proportions, always at a point of nearly bursting, yet forever ravenous for more flesh and human sins to devour. The Sin Eater is one of the very few creatures that Beelzebub approves of outside of his own followers due to his insatiable gluttony. Pretty gross, right? So he is, was once mortal man, now full of sin. That's just blood. You need blood. I'm working on it. Again, I don't work with these a lot. These are effects I don't normally use. And I can't take it back, and that scares me a little bit. I'm used to being able to take it back. And then knowing that we're gonna toothbrush it later. First, we have this blood run right down the center. That's all I can toothbrush. I'm just following the sculpt here a little bit. For just our giant river of blood. Very sweet gluttony. Oh, from Full Metal Alchemist? Yeah, I could see that for sure. Okay, he's got some on his little hands. Little hands, giant hands. More blood. We were talking Berserk earlier. Very Berserk inspired too. But the whole game is. Hi, Sadie. I'm trying to decide how much. I feel like I want to do the rest first on the weapon, and then we'll come back with some blood, so I'll just pass for right now. Just keep cruising. I want people to see my black girl dudes and want to puke. It's kind of like Nurgle for 40k, right? You want people to have that reaction to them. You want people to be like, that's disgusting. Good job. I have to remember not to add too much water to these effects too, because I still want the blood effect, obviously. Getting there. Rest than blood, yeah. Trying to get like the big spots before we do the little speckles like I was talking. So it's right down the belly here. Realizing we haven't done like the straps on the skulls, so I should probably do that real quick too before we cover them in blood. Let's take a little break and do that. Can always add more blood. I still down reading the Berserk manga about where you-know-who comes back. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep, I know where you're at. It's very weird now having to like wait on both of my favorite mangas. Having to wait for Berserk's getting picked up by Friend. Obviously Dragon Ball's been on hiatus. It's very weird just waiting for them. Need to hit up Home Depot for some XPS to build. Oh, a trench board? Yeah, I guess that's... I'm trying to think what we could use just for like learning. I just need to start reading through the rules. I haven't done any of that yet. I really should. This bacon was very sus. Literally shrunk by over 50% once cooked. What? kind of bacon you got over there? I don't know about that. I do want to do a little highlight on the skulls too before we drown them in blood. Because you can still see some of the highlights and stuff, so. Where is Pallid Witch Flesh? Here you go. This one better be good. I've thought about it. I think 2 2x2 tiles to make the trenches, pieces cut out for scatter, other half the board. Trenches are supposed to be, only be part of the board coverage. It's nice that there's like a cheap option for it. I think I'd want to like play before I spent any money on something like that though. Usually get the stuff from the Sprouts Deli counter. This is some, random replacement. Now you know. Do you think Trench Crusade is going to have a presence at the exhibit hall? Oh, at Adepticon. I wonder if they're going to have any physical early release models. So I didn't... that's good news. The one that I had seen from Adepticon is that they're like teaming up with Creature Caster for something. So I wonder if they're kind of together for that. I'm hoping that means we get some big beastie. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think we'll get? It would be cool if they had like a con, something to pick up at the con. If it's some big beastie, that's going to be very tempting to me. Psychocast models? I actually have a Psychocast that I need to check out. Corvus Belly was very kind and sent over a Warcrow mini that I have not had a chance to check out just yet, just because the world's exploding. I think we should look at that together one day. Here on stream, you guys can see. It unfortunately has not been front of mind with everything else going on. So, we need to take a day and do that. Love some Creature Caster, Jade. Welcome in. How are you? I've not worked on Creature Caster in a little bit. I've worked on some of the older, like, big sculpts. But it has been a bit. How are you? Isn't Bad's better than PVC? Yeah, I've not gotten a chance to check it out, so I say we take a little bit of time and do that together. Trying to decide if I do it during Trench Crusade week or if we just save it for next week. Kind of let it have its own thing. I feel like that's probably a better answer. Iceman says, more food tangents. Recipe for lasagna soup. I know what soup of the week's gonna be. I need to make that. I also keep seeing that pop up. Wasted Mind. I've heard it's very good, but I haven't made it. My partner with Creature Casters. The Kiss of Death. I'm glad Monument separated from them before it was too late. Yeah, I feel like I saw a lot of updates for Creature Caster, and I just haven't lately. So I don't know. I don't know enough to say anything, I guess. The problem with Psychocast is the supply chain is controlled by one company. Psychocast stuff from Reaper is pretty good. I have not dealt with any of it, so let's find time next week after Trench Crusade week to take a look at it. How's that sound, chat? Doing okay, just relaxing? Thanks for coming to relax with us. I appreciate it. We are maybe not painting the most relaxing thing, but I appreciate it. We're checking out Trench Crusade. So we went in for the Kickstarter, and this is part of the war band that I went in for. This is the Sin Eater. I feel like let's do a little bit of Rust on the Hammer, and then that might be a good place to stop for today. And then, yeah, we'll just have them kind of throughout the week here. So if you guys are enjoying the Trench Crusade, we'll be doing that all this week. So tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll go back to our video games, but we'll have a couple more days of Trench Crusade here. Where did I put typos? Oh, there's. Love the art and the models for Trench Crusade. It's so good. So good. I'm enjoying the heck out of painting this guy. The Canadian game will keep Trench Crusade alive. They've got a lot of really good support, which is cool to see. Alright, definitely inside this hammer is going to have stuff collecting. Okay, in between here probably. I feel like just underside of the hammer in general is going to have. Get in between here. We just need more rust. In general, there's more rust. Old rust monster. Hey, Oprah Smash, welcome in. I love that username. Is the model count for Trench Crusade similar to Warhammer games? So this is a skirmish game. It would be more similar to like Kill Team or Warcry, something like that. Yeah. So it wouldn't be giant armies. It would be smaller stuff. But welcome on in. How are you? Which is, I think, really fun because then you can spend more time on each little dude like we're doing today. Don't have to go through the, like obviously there's still your like basic infantry dudes, but you don't need 46 million of them to play the game. Henry Cavill is a Chiefs fan apparently? Well then I'm a Chiefs fan. Just kidding. We all Chiefs fans now. Oh, spicy. That's more my speed. I am finding the same, Oprah Smash. Like, I used to love the really big Warhammer games. I have found myself drifting more and more to the smaller stuff. But yeah, all of their stuff, if you have a 3D printer, it's now all available on my mini factory. So if you wanted to take a look, you can get all the stuff now. Like, the Kickstarter has now fulfilled. I think the physical models are being mailed, but all of the 3D printed stuff is out, so you can actually get it. We didn't put rust on this side. Gosh darn it. I'm going to get better at rust. By the end of this project, I'm going to be a pro. This is stuff I just don't normally do. Thinking with their lizard brain is right. Did you know that Henry Cavill's making a Warhammer TV show? I hadn't heard that, Slammer, did you? Bring it back. And since the beautiful part of streaming, it all comes back. Him personally with his own two hands. He has to, right? Because every time he goes to something, they just mess it up. He has to now do it. The poor dude just can't make what he wants to make. Freaking producers have to kill everything. Yeah, now he has to. With his own hammer. He's warring his own hammer. Because he has to. Have you seen Henry Cavill's brothers? I didn't know he had brothers. Nope. I've seen his dog, though. His dog's so cute. And that's how you know Nikki's ace. I've seen his dog, though. It's a twin-linked Vulcan mega show. Oh my gosh. What did you just make me read? Oh. Trying to think how much more I want to do before we... Probably still need some more rest. Like, I thought we just put the rest on. I think we probably need more. This is when I go full just grimdark gremlin. Transforming in front of your eyes, chat. I'm like, yeah, I don't really like to do weathering. And then I'm like, more rest. More blood. Like, I could see it happening. If nothing else, because it's different than what I've been painting for a while. Does this thing have nipple rings? It does. It does. It's a blood angel now. More rust. More rust. Every time I think I'm done, I just need someone to go, nope, you're not. A little bit in here could be cool. Yeah. More on the underside. Yeah. I know more of that's gonna get blood. This is all gonna get blood. The hammerhead obviously will get blood. Rust for the rust god. We're doing it. We are making our rust god. I think I've got the texture. Obviously, it needs to be highlighted up. I think we've got... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some more here to, like, blend it out. Just so the, like, hammer is actually a little bit more interesting. But then I think I might be done because I'm hungry. And I want to get some food and work out. Yeah, I think it's a good spot. I'll let that dry. I'll do some highlights and I'll probably start a new mini tomorrow, but like he's here that we can work on, so. The orangey texture paint, so it's, I'm kind of using, so I'm doing corrosion and then some highlights is what I'm working up, Bill. So that's my little palette I've got here. Big Boss, hello, how are you? Fanstars Champions, Ponytail can get in the bin. Oh no, you're having what I had the other day with Malifaux. I'm so sorry. Alright, well I wish that Very Dark was a little easier to see on stream, but I'm happy with him. I think he's coming along. Thank you, chat, for coming and hang out with me. Trench Crusade. This was fun. I definitely want to keep working on him some more. If you enjoyed Trench Crusade, tomorrow, trying to decide, let's give a little bit more time for the Artillery Witch. Let's do our heavy support boys tomorrow. We'll work on them. But we're going to be doing Trench Crusade tomorrow and Tuesday. So if you enjoyed Trench Crusade, come back for more Trench Crusade. If you want to come hang out in between streams, we have our Discord. You can come share what you're working on. Come chat with us in there. If you want to talk Trench Crusade, Warhams, all that good stuff. My socials, I'm going to try and be better about posting this week. With Project Prepped, it was kind of weird for socials, but if you want to see what else we're working on, that's there. And then YouTube, if you want to watch our For the King 2 or any of our VODs, those are up on YouTube, so you can check those out. I'm going to get some lunch. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me. So I'm just gonna cut it here, but thank you so much for all the support. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.